what is something you would like to see spearheaded in Vinci right now in terms of like projects or wherever, whether it's healthcare, businesses or wherever? What is one thing immediately you would like to see spearheaded in St. Vincent?
For me right now, I would like to see more upliftment in restaurants and stuff like that, right? And in like people themselves doing their own work. Like they're not projects built up for, like, say you want to be independent. You're not getting support from nowhere.
For
like
independency.
Yeah, for independency. So I would like to see people that want to do their own thing, that they could get it and get support from the government.
What is something you'd like to see spearheaded in St. Vincent immediately right now in terms of like projects, whether healthcare, business-wise, you know, having revenue to give people to start their own independent business? What's something you'd like to see spearheaded right now in Vinci?
Well, healthcare, they already initiated a new hospital at the decommissioned E.T. Joshua Airport. So that's already on the go, and we have a lot of hospitals around the place. In regard to giving to businesses, that was already spearheaded with the Prime Project. That's neither here nor there. What I think we need right now, especially with the whole COVID thing, is an area where people can go and socialize and gather. If anybody remembers a place like Matrix, a lot of people were gathered together, friends, family. Hell, some of my friends learned to drive in Matrix because of the games in there. Wow. There was no fighting, there was no war, there was just natural, brotherly, just playing, gathering, just enjoying yourself, you know? I think we need a place like that, a big place like that where people can gather and just do their thing.
Doesn't necessarily have to be an arcade, but if we could get that kind of camaraderie now. Skating ring, you know, something like that. What is something that you would like to see spearheaded immediately in Vinci right now in terms of like projects, whether healthcare, business-wise, in terms of finances to help people start up their own small businesses? What is something that you would like to see happening right now?
Okay, good question. About last week Friday, I had the opportunity to attend an event where grants were given to young entrepreneurs, and I think we need more initiatives like that, because when I asked about the program, I discovered that over 125 young people in St. Vincent applied. So meaning we have at least 125 young entrepreneurs who just came out of high school and all that, who are trying to make it and break it. Yes, and I think the government, or who are even private sectors, you can try and encourage, start stuff like this. Even if, okay, maybe you want to make them, pay you overtime and so on, but you have to encourage these young people. Give them grants, do competitions. St. Vincent is flourishing with a lot of talent. So I think the government can set up some initiatives, bring in some foreign investment, things that would really take and utilize the rich talent we have here in St. Vincent.
What is a project you would like to see spearheaded immediately in Vinci right now as a Vincentian? Whether it's road work, healthcare work, help for the small business owner, anything along them lines. What's something that you would like to see started in Vinci like as soon as possible?
Good question. And something that I would really like, or the country would like to see start happening right now. 2 projects, I would say. Number one, the roads, But I would say I see some little patching going on here and there, but it's not accurate enough. Okay, let me say it's not speedy enough. It's not, efficient enough. That's the word. Thank you. So it's not going the way it's supposed to go, because the people pay the tax in the license office. It's for all that stuff, the road stuff, the this, the that, And so we should use the money and do that, because at the end of the day, your vehicle, gets wear and tear. You go to the shop, you buy the part. Sometimes you can't even get the part, So, and it all, 90% of those problems comes from the road, the condition of the roads you go. There's a lot of places I can video the road and show you, but I think they're driving around and doing some stuff now, so which is good, right? But that's one main thing that should be paying attention to every day, because it's the benefit of the taxpayers and the government. You know what I mean? So
throwing that out there, When we say roads, for me personally, I mean sidewalks as well. Because if nobody notice in Vinci, when rain coming with these cobblestone flooring we have, if you're wearing slippers, man, you're slipping and sliding, you could break your back, you could break your foot or something. So all that could be revamped. Yeah.
Or the other project I would like to see started right away. It is the General Hospital. We should pay most attention at this very moment here now. We should be developing up the General Hospital, because I've seen a thing here where we go around the television and say that we have the best healthcare in the world, and then something goes wrong with one of our big guys, and then they take a plane and go somewhere else. So if we have the best healthcare, well, why are you going somewhere else? So what I will say, we the people here in this country, we would like to see healthcare. The most important right now, it is the hospital. The hospital will be something that everyone in this country would support, and they will go for it. The moment you say hospital, I believe they should even forget about that darkness they're going to build there and put that money into the hospital, because we have a doc there already.
Well, apparently from what I heard is they're working on a general hospital in Annesville by where the airport used to be right now. They're starting a project with that.
Well, I would just say, because it's just me, I would just say that is really politics.
Yeah.
You know, because if you notice how these things are going, yes, if you see how they're falling in place and the time that is falling in place, you know, but we just hope that it goes the way they say, you know, and not pass election and then you don't see nothing. Exactly. But the General Hospital is more important than every other. Even I would say, even leave the road. I don't mind driving on the road like the way it is right now. Once you're gonna do the hospital right away, you catch the point. Healthcare in this country is much more important than anything else. And let us get to that right now.
As soon as possible.
As soon as we finish talking. You know what I mean?
What is a project you'd like to see spearheaded in Vinci as soon as possible? Whether it's road work, healthcare, more money being allotted to the small business owners so they could establish themselves more. What is something you'd like to see happening as soon as possible?
More work. That's all we need. More work in the country to make young youth them stop them violence and stuff like that, you know? Make young the more progressive, seek a trade. That's what the young need to do, get a trade. A trade is more key towards life, you know?
Sure.
That is all about it.
Sure. As a Vincentian, what is a project you would like to see started as soon as possible in Vinci? Whether it's road work, healthcare, more money for the small business owners to establish themselves more. What is something that you would like to see Vincent happening in Vinci right now, as soon as possible?
Well, I will, as a small business person, I would really love to see some money, as the government has promised over the years, to assist the small business people. One of the things that I am so disappointed the government did is that prime program that they went about with. The prime program they went about with, that they give the special people their money, and that most of them, their supporters. Because I, for one person, apply, and it seems like every time my paper come up above, it go below. But I know the reason why. So I would really love to see that they really pump more money to assist the smaller class of people.
It's available to everybody.
Exactly, regardless to who you are, whether you vote NDP or LPR.
No matter your political affiliation.
Exactly, yes, sir.